And a pleasant good afternoon to you. John Verlin, On Demand Advertising Solutions. Another digital marketing update. This is podcast number 35. And today I want to talk to you about 3 ways your content can make you king. And the reason I want to do this is, and we've talked about this in the past, about how important content is, but recently I've talked to a number of business owners who have been hesitant to invest in good content, whether they pay someone or they do it themselves or whatever. Now, if you're listening to this, this is content, okay? And I'm going to give you 3 reasons today why this is so important for your business. And content's been around since cavemen were painting pictures of animals on caves. Okay, they've used it to educate, to entertain, to enlighten, to give insights, to promote themselves, to position themselves. All of this is why content's important. Now, you may think, well, I'm just relying on word of mouth, and I don't need really a website, or I don't need a blog, or I don't need any of these things. And if I do have them, I don't really need content. Well, you really do, and here's 3 reasons why. And if you're looking for ways to build your business, we're in a digital world, whether we like it or not, okay? And the web is the way things are getting done today. Whether you use your phone to make purchases or searches or whatever you're doing, this is what the web's doing today. And so this is why it's so important to have this online presence that I've talked about, and why content plays into this so well, because it didn't used to be this way. Think about it. You used to have a store, you used to have to advertise in the paper for a sale or whatever you were doing. You may have given out business cards and brochures or whatever. You've got all that now and more as an opportunity on the web to promote yourself, to form images, to provide offers, to get people to come by, to call, to do whatever you need them to do. You have the tools today. Now, the question is, are you going to, invest the time and money to do this? One reason I like podcasting, I've mentioned this before, and if you're listening to this, you're seeing what I'm talking about. You don't have to go find tons of content to make you stand out. Podcasting allows you to just wing it, like I'm doing, sort of. I mean, I have notes, and I've done this for quite a while, but it allows you to state who you are and come across to your listeners who you really are, and they get to know you. See the difference? If I write something, yeah, you kind of get to know me after a while, but you don't hear the inflections, the pauses, the nuances. And that's what podcasting does. Now, the beauty of this is content, believe it or not. And this is why I do this for clients, because one, a lot of people aren't doing it. They don't think about it. This is an extension of my radio background. This is a natural for me. I kept thinking, why aren't more people doing this? They're coming of age now. I mean, we're seeing more and more podcasting, video. All that is one reason why I'm including this in what I do for my clients. It's sort of cutting edge even, because not everybody's doing it. And with businesses, a lot of small businesses, they don't even have a website. So do you see that website? All of this is an extension of your business, whether you're doing it online or you have a brick and mortar business or whatever. And just look at Amazon and what they're doing. They're wiping out brick and mortar right and left on the web through their platform. So this is why all of this is so important. Okay, 3 ways your content can make you king and make your business king. First of all, it highlights your expertise, your credibility, your believability, your knowledge. Okay, whether you're doing it like I'm doing that right now as we speak. I'm doing it through a podcast. I could write this out, which I will do, and transcribe it so I can get found on the web. But you can do this too, whether it's a video or a podcast or whatever it is. This will highlight your expertise. It'll separate you from your competitors. How do I know that? Well, because they're not probably doing podcasting. They haven't thought of it. They don't want to take the time. They don't know how to do it. That's what I'm finding in businesses I work with and talk to. They like the idea. It's different. You could do that, or you could go search the web for written content or write your own 4,000-word blog post every week or whatever. But I don't want to do that. I like to talk, and I like to do this kind of format to be able to highlight expertise and transcribe it so it's in written form and it gets searched on the web. Which leads me to number 2, and that is your content will be searchable on the web. It will rank you. If you don't believe me, just put out some every week. 52 weeks a year, you're going to have 52 podcasts, 52 posts, whatever you're doing. And guess what? All that new content's going to be seen by Google and Bing and the search engines. And they're going to rank it. And don't get bogged down on finding keywords and doing all that sort of thing. You can do that, and people pay a lot of money for that, but it's not that necessary like it used to be. The algorithms have changed. They are looking for a good customer experience, Google is, for their customers. That's all you have to worry about is give good content, basically. It will get ranked. Okay? So the second point is you will be searchable on the web. It's going to highlight your expertise and credibility against your competition. The third one, it's part of your website on a blog. Now, if you put together a website for your business, you may have different, what do I want to call it? Products, services, and that's fine. But once you list all that, it's sort of static. I mean, how many qualifications do you need as a hygienist? I mean, once you've listed that, it's right there on the web, and that's content. But if you have a blog and every week you post something new about yourself, like I talk about experiences I've had with clients, with chamber people I meet, things I read, things I hear, watch. You can do that too. Share your experiences, share your insights. All of that is content that's unique and different to you versus your competitors. See how that makes you stand out? But it's also part of, in a blog format, your website. And that is all something that's a mechanism. I'm going to call it a promotional mechanism. It allows other media, whether you're doing radio, TV, print, direct mail, email, marketing, whatever you're doing, it allows you to direct that medium back to your website. You're giving them a reason to come there. It's not just a coupon. This is content that they can see everything you've done. And that forms impressions. Okay? And it's something of value. Your content should be something that your prospects or customers are looking for and want to know about. Just like I'm doing right now. If you're listening to this, you're doing exactly what I want you to do and why I'm doing it this way. Because I'm wanting you to come to my site, my blog, listen to my podcast, and you probably know about this through something I sent on social media or a link somewhere, or it was on my WordPress website and you found a link to it. Something intrigued you to want to find out more. That is what all content will do to make you king. You'll stand head and shoulders above your competition because a lot of them aren't doing it. And how do I know that? They don't want to invest the money, as I've mentioned, or the time. A lot of businesses, they don't see value in this. Well, you can get a high search ranking by buying tons of ads or just putting out good content. It automatically is going to happen. It takes time, but it's a great way to accomplish 3 or 4 things with one thing and make you stand out and make your content will make you king. So try that. If you have questions, I'll be happy to answer them. You can email me, John Verlin, On Demand Advertising Solution, John Verlin12 at AT&T.net. Check out our website, ondemandadvertisingsolutions.com, and give it some thought if you haven't been doing this. If you have, keep doing it. I know it's not easy, but it doesn't take a whole lot to come up with something every week, particularly if you're doing a podcast. They're fairly simple, but they're engaging, they're entertaining, they're different, they're unique. Have a great week. We'll talk to you next week.